Right. Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's the Roadside Talk Show and the social commentary show, actually, where we discuss what is happening in society and we also have business and urban trends in Africa. And guess what? It's today with me again, Newa,
Splendor.
aka,
Billion.
aka,
Peter Webe.
any other native name. And I'm Ada Ayegba, popularly and also known as Favor Johnson. So we going through the social media this week, we saw a clip of the EFCC surrounded the house of our Oga Patapata for Kogi State that year. Uncle Yahaya Bello they escape from authority. Then say Ododo come waka come carry am. You know, as we stand on this roadside social commentary, no be only Oyibo we dey take talk am o, we dey try make the thing dey interesting and entertaining. So Shehu Kuti na him first start this conversation wey I see. One of the persons wey start this conversation, and according to Shehu Kuti, this man is at home. Why is it difficult to catch him? Because by the way, during that election time, Rochas Okorocha call in ancestors, sing worship songs, nothing wey no happen. EFCC push on enter im bedroom, go comot am, go try am. Why Yahaya Bello escape this matter? So Nne, biko bia na contribute in the Ekuleku in this talk.
Bread. Oh, sorry. Did I say bread? Sorry.
Yes, that bread ambition, keep it aside.
Back to the topic.
Yes.
Okay. On a more serious note, we're just in a country and we operate in a system where people only work by the law when it favors them. Because on a more serious note, if this is how it should be, it should remain that way. If they were able to get someone like Rochas as at the time they wanted him, I see no reason why getting Yahaya Bello is so difficult, except if we are looking at fetish
Well, I'll
situations
speak in
right
their
now.
defense in this matter. You know, the fact that they did it, I will call in quote, the wrong way the first time, doesn't mean that they should continue to do it. The wrong way is going to force someone out of his room, breaking in as if he's a terrorist or something like that. You understand? Like that's what I mean. Like the way what they did to Okocha, because at the end of the day, did any of you hear the outcome of that news? Anybody get any update about Rochas Okorocha? And please, EFCC, if you are watching this our show, please don't make it look like we are the ones that remind you to go and start harassing Rochas Okorocha. But did that issue really come to a close? They wrap up that issue that time. No. At the end of the day, it be like say
But
na political attack
that's
then
why
take
I'm
that
telling you
EFCC
that
do that time.
most of the time in the system we have here in our country, people only operate by the law when it favors them or when they just want to show that they have power. Because most of the time we know what to do and we have the opportunities, we have provisions for it, but there is no implementations, there's no follow up, and then at the end of the day, the person can just come out and just put small money in the hands of somebody, and everything is swept under the carpet, everything is
And
forgotten,
then it goes.
and then everything just
Anyway,
goes.
and then if you're watching us out there, I want you to go to the comment section and just give me your opinions. Honestly, I'm calling for your opinion, right? Have you guys seen FBI try to track criminals down? Because again, in that news, I hear those people they talk say, these EFCC guys, they don't do they show say na EFCC. By the way, court don't talk say make anybody no try Yahaya Bello. Now for Kogi State, court don't talk say make anybody no
No,
try Yahaya Bello.
but for
But
Abuja
for
here,
Abuja here, court talk say anybody fit try Yahaya Bello. Sorry, EFCC fit try Yahaya Bello. Now there are court orders of two competent, is it competent
yeah, I think we should use the word.
jurisdiction?
Yeah.
You know, and all of them. Oh, sorry, no be you they talk to. So you know, and at the end of the day, they had this scenario, and one of them was saying that they are not sure if these folks are EFCC guys, and they will not just let them carry their former number one and walk away. You know, and this brings me to that very point I wanted to make.
So do we have fake EFCC guys or real
No,
EFCC?
exactly.
No, nobody would. No fake EFCC guy would put Yaya Bello's pictures in that kind of frame and
And
let it
say
go
he's
viral.
wanted.
No, no,
and all
these
that.
are just
No, they don't.
these are just the usual cons they use to boycott
The
their way
guy,
out of
the
situations like
guy
this.
talking as at that time
Yeah,
said they were not sure those folks were EFCC guys. So
of course
apparently
they're
they now
definitely
know.
EFCC.
So now I'm going to say this. Someone could just copy from America, the most advanced country.
I'm
If
sorry, see, we don't even have to copy it.
no, no,
I said, like I'm telling you,
yeah,
whatever it is that we need to implement all of these laws and regulations that we have in Nigeria.
please don't be angry. Gemini is just entering our gist.
Like I said, leave Gemini alone. She's jealous I'm here. Don't
Okay,
worry.
yes.
So, what I was saying was, whatever it is that we need to put in place all of these, our laws and regulations and everything, we have it here. Trust me, whatever it is that we
Okay,
see
okay.
play
Let
out
me
there
not say
most of the
I'm copying.
times.
Let's compare notes. If the FBI is to track any criminal down, they will not just jump up and invite you. They would have finished their homework. Like
Yeah.
they would have proofs beyond any doubt that you are guilty of what you've been accused of. They will not do the play around with politics, and this is what gives some Nigerians the feeling that certain people are using apparatus of the state apparatus or state structures to intimidate themselves politically. And that could be the reason why the ex-governor is actually running for his life. I could say he's running for his life. You
Why?
know,
Why is he running
no,
for
no,
his
I'm
life?
just saying that.
Now, he was
No,
when you're summoned, right?
you're
You
supposed to
come
go.
and then you defend
You
yourself.
defend yourself. Anyway,
That you're running tells a lot of things.
it tells a lot of things.
First
I
of
agree
all,
with you.
you are disobeying the laws, and then you're putting it in their face. You're spitting it in our faces that our laws don't hold
They
anything.
don't work
They
and
don't
all
hold
of that.
anything. That's what
Anyway,
it means.
I need
And
to.
then our Oga Kwata Kwata had composed a song for him already. You
Who
know
is
what I'm
that?
talking about? Dino Melai.
Are you serious?
He had a very sweet song for
I'll
him.
find that song and play for you here. Papa Dino, in best friend that year. All right, so guys, this is what is happening in social commentary. We don't bring two gossips here at once. It's always one story after the other.
Yeah.
What do we have to take home? How do we make our society better? I'll tell you one story, and I polite talk am in pidgin, but make I just talk am as it be me. So one of my friends asked me, what is the root of corruption in Africa? I now started to do a research. And in one of my researches, I found out that in Japan, those men kept their word. So I went to look at their folk tales and the kind of stories they told
Of
themselves since they were
course.
small. And I noticed that those stories aided the urge to keep your word. Then I looked at the Chinese folk tales. Then I came back home to Africa here. Who are our folk tale superheroes? Tortoise, hyena, spiders, animals with questionable characters who steal from people and go away free of charge. For
Yeah.
example, in my village, a story is told about tortoise. Go to the house of Mr. Death, the killer of man, steals Mr. Death's yam from Mr. Death's barn, tricked Mr. Death, escaped death, and went home free with Mr. Death's yam.
So tell me,
In another story,
behind that moral,
tortoise went to heaven with a couple of birds he
and
borrowed
said
wings
his
from
name is
and went to
everybody.
claim the name everybody. This criminal intelligence did not just start today. It's been programmed into our subconscious, direct or indirectly.
That's the
And,
word. That's the
and
key word.
so
That's the key
I
word.
told my friend that I have a very strong feeling that the promotion of criminality started from storytelling, entertainment, as we are today. Whatever entertains you enters you.
Yeah,
You know,
because you're constantly what you see.
yes,
Somehow, whether you like it or not, it builds
it's
up in your
painting images in
subconscious.
your
Yes.
subconscious,
And then
you
you
know.
begin to exhibit them in soon time. Like you find that not so long,
Long, you begin
you're
to
beginning
practice
to
out what you've been
you will
watching.
be thinking that they were just thoughts popping
Yes,
up in your head. No, they were not
you
thoughts
are
popping
being
up in your head.
programmed to
This
behave like that.
this was something that they kept in vision for you for a very long period of time, and then it's stored somewhere. So it was time for it to come out because you need to do this. They were beginning to bring themselves out, and then you be thinking, "Oh, this is me being clever."
Being clever.
No,
You
that's
would
not
think you are
clever.
being clever, but it's those stories bringing themselves out from your inside. So, what are we going to do? If you're watching this show, encourage a child by telling them true moral stories and
Yeah.
stop projecting criminality as intelligence, promote patriotism in Nigeria. On this social commentary, last week we discussed about brother Adam and Steve, and some of this, and that is how you're laughing, and that's how the society gets warped to one corner.
Yeah, because it starts like a joke.
It starts like a joke.
And then everybody is applauding.
Now
Oh, that's a nice idea. It's very funny.
A whole governor who should be a mentor, who should protect the law, who should enforce the law directly or indirectly, who should stand for justice and righteousness, fortitude, is now running away. What is a lion doing in a puma uniform? Cats run in darkness. Puma wear black colors. White lions are now escaping from chickens.
Instead of coming out bold, we know them to be audacious, bold. And
so, guys, that's the end of our gist today. Keep following, subscribe to this channel if you want to hear story, and if you have comment or something you want us to talk about, please bring it up. And remember, business trends in Africa. What's happening in your community? What are people cashing out from? There's a training we do for young people. We'll put a link there. The TLA, Tiny Little Actions. There's a training we do for young people that help them grow capital for whatever business they want to start. So follow that link, go and register and be part of that training. Trust me, we'll figure out how to bring out your creative expressions by raising funds yourself. So, and
don't forget, the moral for today's podcast is that always be a law-abiding citizen. Regardless. Be accountable to yourself and to those around you. Be accountable for your future. Be accountable for the children to come. Because the change we want to see in Nigeria starts now. It's not going to start later. It's going to start now. What we're seeing now started years ago, and that's why we're seeing all of it now. So if we want to, someone said the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second best time is today.
Fine. So on the international scene, I got a gossip for you. News got to me that the Jews living in Jerusalem and Israel at this moment were not the original Jews from back in the day. So if you follow this podcast, I'm going to bring some proof and see how it goes. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Mwah. See you next time. Bye-bye.